Welcome to The Clue. Today we uncover one of the shortest presidents in world history, History, a story of hope, a story of reform, a story of tragedy, the story of Colonel Richard Ratsimandrava of Madagascar. Madagascar, an island nation off the coast of Africa, a land of unique wildlife, rich traditions, and complex politics. But in 1975, Madagascar witnessed a shocking event. A president who ruled for only 6 days. His name was Colonel Richard Ratsimandrava. Richard Ratsimandrava was born on March 21, 1931, in Antananarivo, the capital of Madagascar. From a young age, he showed discipline, intelligence, and leadership. He joined the military, He trained at the famous Saint-Cyr military academy in France. This was one of the most respected schools for officers. At the place, he learned strategy, leadership, and the art of command. And after Madagascar gained independence from France in 1960, Ratsimandrava returned home. He became a respected officer in the Malagasy army. His reputation grew. He was seen as honest, disciplined, and deeply connected to the people. By 1972, Madagascar was in crisis. The first president, Philibert Tsiranana, had resigned after protests and unrest. So General Gabriel Ramanassoa took power. Ratsimandrava was appointed Minister of the Interior, and in this role, he became known for his reformist ideas. He wanted to change how Madagascar was governed because he believed in giving power back to the people. So, on February 5, 1975, Ramanassoa stepped down. The military chose Ratsimandrava as the new head of state. So at just 43 years old, he became president of Madagascar. The nation hoped for stability, but fate had other plans. Ratsimandrava was not just a soldier, he was a visionary. He wanted to rebuild Madagascar from the ground up. His main idea was called Fokon'olona. This was a traditional village assembly system, In Malagasy culture, villages had long governed themselves through community meetings, Decisions were made together, everyone had a voice. So Ratsimandrava wanted to bring this system back because he believed it was more democratic than the colonial-style government left behind by France. So the Fokon'olona system meant decentralization, So power would not be held only in the capital, but instead, villages and communities would manage their own affairs. This was a bold move. It threatened elites who benefited from centralized control, It also challenged the military factions who wanted to keep power in their hands. Ratsimandrava also fought corruption. He wanted transparency. He wanted leaders to serve the people and not themselves. He promised unity among ethnic groups. He believed Madagascar's strength lay in its diversity. His reforms were popular among ordinary citizens, but they made him enemies among the powerful. Imagine the scene. Ordinary villagers, once ignored, now had a voice. They could decide on local projects. They could manage resources. They could hold leaders accountable. This was democracy rooted in tradition. This was the dream of Ratsimandrava. But dreams can be dangerous at times. For those who profit from corruption, decentralization was a threat, For those who held power in the capital, village assemblies were a challenge, and for those who feared change, Ratsimandrava was a target. But just 6 days into his presidency, tragedy struck. On February 11, 1975, Colonel Richard Ratsimandrava left the presidential palace. He was driving home in Antananarivo. Suddenly, gunmen ambushed his car. Shots rang out. Ratsimandrava was killed instantly. He was only 43 years old as at the time. The nation was shocked. His death nearly caused civil war. The army and police were ready to fight each other. To prevent chaos, a military directorate took control. So later that year, Ratsiraka became president. But the dream of Ratsimandrava's reform was cut short. Who killed him? No one could step forward. The official blame fell on the Republican Security Forces, known as GMP. They were loyal to the old regime. They opposed his reforms, but the truth remains unclear. His assassination is still one of the Madagascar's greatest political mysteries. So, despite his short rule, Ratsimandrava's legacy lives on. He is remembered as a man of integrity, a leader who wanted to give power back to the people. So every year, on February 11, Madagascar honors his memory. Ceremonies are held, wreaths are laid. His vision of Fokon'olona is remembered as a symbol of grassroots democracy. And that was the story of Colonel Richard Ratsimandrava, a president who ruled for only 6 days. A leader whose vision was cut short, but whose legacy still inspires. If you found this story intriguing, don't let it end here. Join us on The Clue as we uncover more hidden histories, the untold mysteries and powerful lessons from the past. So subscribe to The Clue right now. Hit the notification bell so you never miss our next documentary, and share this video with friends who love history, politics, and stories that matter. Your support helps us bring more professional, entertaining, and thought-provoking content to the world. Together, we can keep these stories alive. So this is The Clue, where history speaks and where every mystery finds its voice. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to see you in the next one.